borrowing from separated zeros. Zeros are not always side by side in the problem. Here's an example. Out of 4,050 trees that were planted, 375 died. How many trees are still growing? We have the problem written up here on the board. We started with 4,050 trees, and we had 375 of them die. We'd like to know how many trees are left. I'm going to have to do some borrowing in this problem. When I want to subtract 5 from 0, I can't do that, so I need to borrow from the tens column. I'll borrow one of the tens and move it to the ones column. That way I am able to subtract. 10 minus 5 is 5. When I move into the tens column, however, I have to subtract 7 from 4. We remember that you always have to have the biggest number on top to do a subtraction. So I need to borrow from the hundreds column. When I move to the hundreds column, there's nothing there. So I'll have to move to the thousands column in order to be able to borrow to do this problem. I'll borrow 1 from the thousands column, leaving 3, and put 1 in the hundreds column. Now that I have 10 in the hundreds column, I can borrow 1, which leaves 9, and move the 1 to the tens column. So now I have 14 tens, more than enough to complete my subtraction. 14 minus 7 is 7. 9 minus 3 is 6. Remember, there's a placeholder of 0 here, and 3 minus 0 is 3. We must have 3,675 trees still alive. In order to check our work, we'll add the number of trees that died to the number of trees that are still living. 5 plus 5 is 10. Carrying our 1, 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 plus 7 is 15. Aren't you glad you used those number facts that you practiced on flashcards? We've got 15, we'll carry the 1. 1 plus 3 is 4, and 4 plus 6 is 10. Carry the 1, and 1 plus 3 is 4. We started out with 4,050 trees. Sure enough, 4,050 trees.
Say this charity bike race event collected $21,050, but they had to spend $9,695 for advertisements, awards, and preparation. How much did the charity earn from this bike race? Let's do the math. The charity event collected $21,050. The cost for the event, that bike race, cost $9,695. The question is, how much did the charity earn from this bike race? So what was the profit? They had a certain amount of expenses, and that was this amount, and they took in $21,050. So we got to deduct $9,695 from $21,050. $21,050, and the cost for the event was $9,695. You cannot take 5 from 0, so I have to borrow. So that makes that a 4. 10. 5 from 10 is 5. We cannot take 9 from 4, so I have to borrow. We cannot borrow from the hundreds column, so we have to go to the thousands column. And that makes this a 0, and that makes this a 1. Then we borrow 1 from here. That makes that a 9. Makes that a 14. 9 from 14 is 5. 6 from 9 is 3. And then we cannot take 9 from 0, so we have to borrow from over here, from 1 from over here, make this a 1. So that makes 9 from 10 is 1, and 0 from 1 is 1. So they made $11,355. Let's double check our math by adding these two numbers together, and we'll see if we got the same number over here. So 5 plus 5 is 10. 1 plus 9 is 10, plus 5 is 15, plus 1. 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 3 is 10. 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 1 is 11. 1 plus 1 is 2. 21,050 is the same number. So this double checks with this number, so we know we did the math right.
Please pause the video now and complete the problems in your workbook. When finished, press play, and we'll continue with the next lesson.